Everyone, my name is Steve. Welcome to Agile Enough. Let's start with a simple question. What's one thing you can do today to gain transparency and predictability in the work that your small business does? Here's an easy first step. Try using a visual tool like a Kanban board, whether it's sticky notes and index cards on your wall or a free app like Miro or Trello. Create just three columns: to do, in progress, and done. Add your tasks as sticky notes or cards and move them through the columns as you work. Why does this matter? Because seeing everything laid out visually, what's done, what needs to be worked on, what's coming up next, immediately reduces chaos and helps spot bottlenecks. It's a simple yet powerful way to bring clarity to your business. So let me explain how I know this works. I've spent over a decade helping organizations of all sizes improve how they work, from large corporations like Anheuser-Busch and Keurig to Fidelity Investments to Gap Incorporated, and also small startups right here in Vermont. I've seen firsthand how these tools and principles that drive multi-million dollar companies can transform smaller businesses as well. The key isn't doing everything perfectly, it's finding what's agile enough for your unique situation. Now, let's say you've taken your first step, fixing that lack of transparency within your work. Let's talk about paths you can take to keep improving. Here are three areas to focus on, depending on where your business is right now. First, let's focus on delivering value to your customer. This seems obvious, I know, but if customer value is the prime directive, everything else seems to fall in place. Once you know that, start by asking, what do my customers really need? Use a flexible backlog, which is basically a prioritized to-do list, to focus your energy on the tasks that provide the most value. Tools like Trello make it easy to reshuffle priorities as things change without losing sight of long-term goals. The second area where you could focus, build a rhythm to your work. Predictability comes from routines. A simple rhythm, like a bi-weekly planning session or a daily 15-minute stand-up with your team, can help everyone stay aligned and focus on what matters most. You don't need complicated heavy meetings. Just pick a time to check in and adjust. A third area where you could focus is reflect and improve. Some people call this a retrospective. Every couple of weeks, take 20 to 30 minutes and ask some simple questions of your team. Who deserves kudos? Who did a really good job? What processes are working really well for us? What's not working? And what can we try to do differently? This habit of reflection helps you make small, continuous improvements without feeling overwhelmed by big changes. If you come up with a list of issues, don't tackle them all at once. Prioritize them and try to fix the most impactful ones first. So, to keep you moving forward, here are some free resources: a beginner's guide to building a Kanban board, a checklist for creating a flexible backlog, tips for running simple team check ins and retrospectives. They're all designed to help take small, actionable steps because every business is unique and there's no one size fits all solution. You might be wondering, what does agile enough mean? It's not about following every agile rule or adopting every tool. It's about finding the right balance for your business, the practices that give you just enough structure to stay organized and just enough flexibility to adapt and grow. Start with one small change, like a Kanban board or a weekly check in, and build from there. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. If you still have questions or you're unsure of where to start, I'm happy to help. My style is all about meeting you where you are, or where your small business is, whether you're just dipping your toes into Agile or looking for a complete overhaul of how your business operates. You don't need to hire me to get started. Click on these free resources, experiment with the tools, and see what works for you. If you ever feel like you need guidance, reach out. I'm happy to help you take the next step. Thank you for watching. And remember, being agile enough is all about finding what works for your business.